Okay friends, let us start to the nomenclature of secondary amine today. In this lecture we will see the only nomenclature of secondary amines. In secondary amine, nitrogen is bonded with two alkyl groups, otherwise you can say two carbon atoms and one hydrogen atom. Its general formula is RNHR. There are two methods which are used for the nomenclature of secondary amine. First one is common method, second one is IUPAC method, otherwise you can say chemical method. Like primary amines. In common method, amine is to be used as a suffix during the nomenclature. In IUPAC method, amino is to be used as a prefix during the nomenclature, otherwise amine is to be used as a suffix. देखो यहाँ हमें तीन ग्रुप के बीच खेलना है. फर्स्ट वन मिथाइल CH3 open valence C. Second group is ethyl CH3 single bond CH2 open valence C. Alkyl group having 3 carbon CH3 single bond CH2 single bond CH2. Yes, open valence C terminal carbon की है. That's why it is known as a primary propyl. And second propyl group, in which valency, open valency may be of middle carbon, it is known as a secondary propyl. And next, phenyl, methyl, ethyl, propyl and phenyl. First of all, we will start to write the structural formula of secondary amines. NH, both side methyl, both side ethyl, both side primary propyl, both side secondary propyl and both side phenyl. This type of secondary amines are known as a symmetrical secondary amine. Secondary amine किसको बोलते हैं? Symmetrical secondary amine किसको बोलते हैं? In which both side alkyl groups are similar. यहाँ दोनों मिथाइल ग्रुप सेम है, दोनों मिथाइल ग्रुप सेम है, दोनों प्राइमरी प्रोपाइल, ये सेकेंडरी प्रोपाइल, ये फिनाइल ग्रुप. If both alkyl groups are same type of groups are attached with NH group, it is known as a symmetrical amine. Second type, yes, these all are the illustrations of asymmetrical amines, in which different groups are arranged around the NH group. यहाँ देखो ये one methyl, one ethyl, one methyl, one propyl, primary propyl, one methyl, one secondary propyl. या मिथाइल को कांस्टेंट रखो, इसके बाद इथाइल, प्राइमरी प्रोपाइल, सेकेंडरी प्रोपाइल और फिनाइल. देन इथाइल को कांस्टेंट रखेंगे, इस प्राइमरी प्रोपाइल एंड सेकेंडरी प्रोपाइल एंड फिनाइल. देन प्राइमरी प्रोपाइल को कांस्टेंट रखेंगे, सेकेंडरी प्रोपाइल एंड फिनाइल. देन सेकेंडरी प्रोपाइल और फिनाइल. If both groups are different type of groups arranged around the NH group, they are known as asymmetric secondary amines. Now, in common method, dimethyl, yes, in this illustration you see two methyl groups are arranged around the nitrogen. That's why it is known as a dimethyl amine. Common method, पहले साथ में ले लेते हैं. In this example, two ethyl groups are arranged. That's why it is known as a diethyl amine. In both sides, primary propyl groups is arranged. That's why it is known as a diprimary propyl amine. If two isopropyl, two secondary propyl are arranged, it is known as a di-secondary propyl amine. In this case, two phenyl groups are arranged around the NH group, that's why diphenyl amine. In this case, one methyl and one ethyl groups are arranged. Yes, name of different groups are mentioned as per alphabetically order. M for methyl, E for ethyl. then first of all you should have to mention ethyl methyl amine. In this case, one side methyl group, second side primary propyl group. So methyl primary propyl amine. In this case, methyl secondary propyl amine. In this illustration, one methyl, one phenyl group is there. That's why methyl phenyl amine. In this case, ethyl and primary propyl. First of all, you should have to mention ethyl primary propyl amine, ethyl secondary propyl amine, then this is ethyl phenyl amine, this is primary propyl secondary propyl amine, this is primary propyl phenyl amine, and this one is secondary propyl phenyl amine. These are the common names. Then let us see the IUPAC name. In IUPAC method, amino is to be used as a suffix, otherwise amine is to be used as a prefix. Yes, methyl group is attached with a nitrogen, that's why N-amino methane, otherwise N-methane amine. Yes, this group, ethyl group, is attached with nitrogen. That's why N-ethyl aminoethane, otherwise N-ethyl ethaneamine. Here, the primary propyl group is directly attached with nitrogen. That's why N-primary propyl, this one amino propane, when 1, 2, 3, more than 2 carbon, you should have to give the numbering. N primary propyl 1 amino propane, otherwise you can say N primary propyl propane 1 amine. This is secondary propyl group is attached with nitrogen. That's why N secondary propyl 2 amino propane. Otherwise you can say N secondary propyl propane 2 amine. This is phenyl group. Phenyl group is directly attached to the nitrogen. That's why N-phenyl aminobenzene, otherwise N-phenyl benzene amine. Yes, now you see, these are the illustrations of asymmetrical secondary amine. As per IUPAC rule, you should have to select the longest chain. तो जो ग्रुप में मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ कार्बन है उसको छोड़ दो, लेस नंबर ऑफ कार्बन एटम्स वाला ग्रुप को नाइट्रोजन के साथ अटैच मेंशन करो. एन मिथाइल एमिनो इथेन, अदरवाइज एन मिथाइल इथेन एमाइन. दिस मिथाइल ग्रुप, यहाँ 3 कार्बन है तो नाइट्रोजन के साथ मिथाइल ग्रुप अटैचमेंट में है. दैट्स व्हाई एन मिथाइल 1 एमिनो. यस, 1 2 3 फर्स्ट कार्बन के साथ एमिनो ग्रुप जुड़ा हुआ है, लेकिन वहां से 1 हाइड्रोजन रिप्लेस बाय मिथाइल ग्रुप. दैट्स व्हाई एन मिथाइल 1 एमिनो प्रोपेन. अदरवाइज यू कैन से एन मिथाइल प्रोपेन 1 एमाइन. In this case, methyl group is there. Methyl group is attached with nitrogen. Suppose you are replace methyl group by hydrogen, तो ये NH2 हो जाएगा, ये 2 amino propane हो जाएगा. N-methyl 2 amino propane, otherwise N-methyl propane 2 amine. In this case, इसमें 6 carbon atoms, इसमें 1 carbon atoms. N-methyl aminobenzene, otherwise N-methyl benzene amine. या देखो, लेफ्ट हैंड साइड 3 कार्बन या 2 कार्बन, एक ग्रुप को सब्स्टिट्यूट कैलकुलेट कर लो. ये नाइट्रोजन के साथ इथाइल ग्रुप अटैचमेंट में है. एन इथाइल 1 एमिनो प्रोपेन कहा जाएगा, अदरवाइज एन इथाइल प्रोपेन 1 एमाइन. Second one, the ethyl group is attached with nitrogen, that's why N-ethyl 2-aminopropane, otherwise N-ethyl propane 2-amine. Ethyl group is attached with nitrogen, that's why N-ethyl, N-ethyl aminobenzene, otherwise N-ethyl benzeneamine. यहाँ देखो, this is secondary propyl group is directly attached to the nitrogen. That's why N secondary propyl 1-aminopropane. Yeah, 1, 2, 3 amino group is present, nitrogen attached with first carbon atom. That's why 1-aminopropane. Otherwise, you can say N secondary propyl propane 1-amine. This is नाइट्रोजन के साथ इनमें 3 कार्बन एटम, इसमें 6 कार्बन एटम, लेस नंबर ऑफ कार्बन वाले ग्रुप को मेंशन पहले करो. N प्राइमरी प्रोपाइल एमिनो बेंजीन, अदरवाइज N प्राइमरी प्रोपाइल बेंजीन 1-amine. This is secondary propyl group. And secondary propyl group is directly attached with nitrogen. That's why N secondary propyl aminobenzene. Otherwise, you can say N secondary propyl benzene 1-amine. Okay, friends. Thanks a lot. We'll see you in next lecture.